Coach Cam made this shit.
I'm Brenden Kron. This is Rex. And welcome to Jammin with Kron and Rex. Did you know
that Dr. Seuss was a piece of shit? Yeah, did you know that? Like,
I just love that you were like, hold on, I gotta pull up the exact wording.
Yeah.
On the did you know?
Well, so in all fairness, not to him, I don't want to be fair to him at all. I pulled up like some of the points on how and why he's a piece of shit.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a real fucking doozy of one because I just didn't know this dude was. I mean, in all fairness, a lot of the dudes who did things or was alive in like 1920 were fucking scumbags.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that fucking TikTok from Mythical Kitchen?
No.
Yeah, just wait for it.
No. Keep going.
Josh, he made a TikTok about, like, you've probably heard him mention in passing about, like, all the dudes who ever invented cornflakes, they were trying to stop masturbation. Oh, okay. I guess I subscribe to a different part of Mythical Kitchen.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
But yeah, a lot of the people who have made, like, cornflakes, they were trying to fight off masturbation. Like, they made cornflakes, and they were like, maybe this will get people to stop masturbating. And yeah, a lot of them were pieces of shit too. They didn't just try to fight masturbation, but like actual racist pieces of shit. And it's just, I mean, you kind of expect that. It's just like whenever you, I don't know, you hear a story about your great grandpappy, and you're like, oh, he was a great guy from like the 5 minutes I remember him. Mm-hmm. But then your parents tell you something, and you're like, well, I didn't need to know that. Like in the back of my head, I knew that dude was probably racist. I could tell by like talking to him or just seeing pictures of him in front of his plantation. Dude probably wasn't a great guy. I didn't need to know that, you know? And especially us being in Kentucky. We were like, yeah, we know. You know, there's like a 85% chance that everybody in your family is horrifically racist. Including yourself. You're definitely not above being the 1 in 6. 5? I don't 6. Yeah, the 1 in 6. Okay. So here are just 10 things. All of these are not precluding to Mr. Seuss being a piece of shit. I don't even know if he was a real doctor, but I'm assuming it's like the Dr. Pepper thing.
Yeah, I didn't think
Pepper's
he was
a real doctor, but I've never really thought about that. So not all of these are just going to pertain to him being a piece of shit. They're just kind of like, hey, I didn't know that piece of shit did that. But so Dr. Seuss's real name was Theodore Seuss Giesel. Piece of shit.
Right, next.
A grandson of German immigrants. So, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
We're leading into it. 2, Teddy Roosevelt left Dr. Seuss with a permanent case of stage fright. Gotta love Teddy, man.
Yeah.
I have never heard a bad story about Teddy. Okay, yeah, so I guess he just embarrassed him. He just kind of, like, made him a little nervous, but who cares, you know?
Yeah.
He's just being a dick to a Nazi. Bootleg Gin was responsible for the Dr. Seuss pseudonym, so probably not a doctor then. I would like to say a doctorate degree was the reason for the pseudonym, but no, he just illegally made gin.
Okay, all right. Dr.
Seuss was a madman. Dr. Seuss achieved early success writing and illustrating humorous advertisements for Flit, a bug spray manufactured by Standard Oil, Quick, Henry, the Flit. That was that became one of the most memorable catchphrases of its time. Different times we're working with. So yeah, the standard wasn't really high for Dr. Seuss back in the day, but that was his quick rise to fame.
Yeah.
He also created advertising and campaigns for a diverse range of clients, including Ford Motor Company, NBC, and the, I don't know that word, Narragansett Brewing Company. Even in his commercial work, Dr. Seuss employed a madcap menagerie of beasts such as the Motto Raspus and Carbonacus, who appeared in Esso Lube motor oil ads. I have no idea what I just read.
Okay.
A chance sidewalk encounter led to Dr. Seuss' first children's book. You know what? I'm learning that I don't really care about these. The titles of these sounded a lot more interesting because I was just going to read them here. But the main thing I wanted to get to is that he is the reason his wife killed herself.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking horrific. And So she wrote. So he was basically not basically. He literally was having an affair. Like he was just using the Dr. Seuss name to his advantage, and I guess just banging out any woman that was just like, I want to fuck a guy named Dr. Seuss, and yeah, he used that to his advantage.
I didn't know women were like, I want to fuck this children books author.
I get it. Do you know why I get it? So,
Yeah, break this one down, because I don't get why you would fuck Dr. Seuss.
yeah.
You explain to me why you want to fuck Dr. Seuss.
So, say you are a lonely woman in the 1930s. So your husband either has the common cold and is about to die, or he is fighting off in a war and he is probably dead already. So you're pretty lonely. You have a little piece of shit to take care of. Mm-hmm. He loves reading Dr. Seuss books. Dr. Seuss comes in town. He's doing a reading. So you take your little whiny piece of shit, you take him to this piece of shit show, and he makes your little piece of shit laugh and have a good time. And you're like, that's hot. I want to fuck this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
you know,
it
I
does
get it.
make sense.
It's like the same thing
bit.
of like, I don't know, like girls being like, oh, that's so hot that like he's good with kids.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like, I guess an attractive primal thing.
Makes sense.
You're like, I want to see that. So yeah, he used that to his advantage. So Helen Giesel struggled for more than a decade with partial paralysis from. I just saw the beginning of this word, and it's like Guillain-Barre syndrome, and I just saw the GUIL, and I thought I was about to say guillotine. I was like, yeah, that'll definitely give you some paralysis. Depressed by her worsening symptoms, and possibility by suspicions of her husband's affair with a close friend who would become his second wife, so definitely not suspicions. Mm-hmm. Helen took her own life in October of 1967 at the age of 68, and so I don't know how it came out, but she wrote him a suicide note. How does that go any further? Either somebody found that suicide note first, or he found it and A, tossed it.
He released it.
Or two, he leaked it to TMZ.
Yeah.
And it is very depressing. As you can imagine. I hope that wasn't a spoiler.
I'm assuming that he was like, this has got to get me more.
Puss.
I was going to say clout, but puss is...
Puss clout.
Puss clout, yes.
That sounds like a disease.
It doesn't sound great.
Yeah, I got like a puss clot. So, it states... What if I just pulled out the note?
Oh my god.
I bought it on eBay. Yep. I am too old and enmeshed in everything you do and are, that I cannot conceive of life without you. Read her suicide note. I like that. Yeah, of course. But my going will leave quite a rumor, but you can say I was overworked and overwrought. Your reputation with your friends and fans will not be harmed. And then he leaked it.
He's, I'll show you.
Fuck that, you bitch. Fuck you and your final wish.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was just
That's
kind of
so
a piece
sweet.
of shit. Yeah.
Like, that's so sweet to be like...
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah. It's like, you make me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
But I'll save your reputation.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. And he said, no.
He just said TMZ.
He said, fuck you, bitch.
The media. Where are you?
You manipulative little bitch.
What the hell? He is a piece of shit.
Yeah, so, I mean, even if, like, don't get me wrong, we're not against cheating on this show. Like, it's not the worst thing you can do. But, you know.
We're not against cheating.
You heard how many times we've listened to the Future album. I've probably listened to it 10 more times since last week.
Yeah. We did make cheating underrated on one of the over-unders.
Yeah. But that stays on this show. But yeah, and I mean, he's had like a lot of problem with like some characters in his books to like to the point where a lot of them have been taken down because they're just like they're just you know what I kind of want to look up because I'm struggling just picturing it, but man, my search history's been wild today.
Are you looking at Dr. Seuss racist characters?
Yeah, kind of.
More or less.
What you got?
I quit typing because I heard you typing. I was
okay.
We're probably looking up the same thing.
Okay,
No point for me to counter search you.
Ah, damn. I don't want to watch a video. I don't want to read either. Show me the racist things. I want to see the racism. Don't clip that. If I ran the zoo. Yeah. Okay. Now we're on to something. Before Dr. Seuss was famous, he drew these sad, racist ads. Okay, so it's a very cartoonish black guy with the big old lips that was attributed in old, early racist cartoons.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see a white dude washing up on an island inhibited by just one lonely black dude in a hula skirt.
Yeah.
And the white guy says, "My name's Crusoe Robinson J. May I have the honor of joining you?" And he says, "Not unless you swim back after some flit, mister. The flies on this island are fearful." So that was part of his flit stay. Yeah.
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 I thought that's where you were more or less going to go with this, is that he was a piece of shit because he was racist.
Oh.
Dude, that's why his books were... Some of his books are being taken down is because he's racist. But not because he caused his wife to kill herself.
Yeah, he's partially paralyzed.
Wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's paralyzed via guillotine. Which is the hardest way I've ever heard. Problem with If I Ran the Zoo. Man, so I mean, kind of like just a fruit off the old Walt Disney tree, right?
Hmm.
I'm trying to find the exact things he said in If I Ran the Zoo. Is it on Amazon? I'm not looking to buy it. It just happened to pop up, and I'm going to click on it. Oh, fuck.
What?
God damn, I'm not that racist. The hardcover is $190. Yeah, because you can't find it like anywhere now.
Do people want to teach their kids racist things so bad? They're willing to spend more money to buy a book for their kids to be racist.
Yeah, that's like on Disney, they just said they weren't... basically, they weren't going to stop the gay shit in the background of Disney movies. Happy Pride Month, by the way. And that's just funny to me because, like, they're not even mad about, like, it being, like, gay main characters. They're just like, I don't want to see gay shit in the background, you know? Like, and I'm just imagining the over-the-top things. Like, you're watching, like, Moana or something, and there's just two gay guys pounding each other out in the background. And they're just like, hey, I don't want my kids seeing that. You're homophobic. And you're just like, dude, I don't know. If that's what that means, I don't know. But I don't want my kids seeing that. Wow, you sound like a real piece of shit.
All right, well, I don't think we're finding this. So
yeah, and it's definitely not going to be cheap to find it either.
Yeah, so we are switching up the way that we're doing this week. We have a wheel of all the topics, and we're just going to spin the wheel.
Enough.
And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to spin the wheel. Unless you had anything before it.
No, it's something we could get into on the wheel if that's,
Yeah.
Almighty chooses for us to do. But, yeah, I couldn't find anything that was, like, racist enough. Because it was like, oh, there's, like, little minor things. But I was like, I want more.
Okay.
Feed me more.
All right, let's spin the wheel. Let's see what we're going to talk about today.
All right.
It's a fast wheel.
That's really
Flat Earth.
we're going to talk about Flat Earth. So, what do you think about it?
I think it's dumb.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't get it. This is one of those things that I'm just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you start to believe this.
Yeah.
Because, alright, so the only time that anyone has said that they believe in it, the argument is always like, oh, do you believe the government is telling you the truth about this? And I'm like, no, I don't fully trust the government to be like, oh, to think they couldn't lie. But I don't see the reason they would lie about the Earth being flat.
I think the thing I have heard mainly is, like, control. Like, I don't know really what that eliminates, you know? Like, I don't really see what that does.
Yeah.
But it is an interesting hill to die on, you know? Like, that's the thing you're picking. But, because I brought this into the mix because I'm a big fan of Kyrie.
Yeah, I love
and yeah, of course, he's a pretty entertaining guy. If you've never seen one of his Grand Theft Auto live streams, it's pretty fucking great. You might not like it because I think he pretty much just talks shit about anybody who has ever said anything about him before. It's really funny. He has a really good just white commentator accent.
Yeah,
but yeah, and I'm like, you know, who am I to just write these people off as stupid? You know, like...
there's a list of things Kyrie doesn't believe in.
That he doesn't believe in?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to start making more lists like that. I need to just start making a list of things I don't believe in. Or things that lists I do believe in.
Moon landing was fake. I think it's fair.
Yeah. I get that one,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, there was Photoshop pictures that they said, like, oh, look, they're on the moon. And it very obviously wasn't, but that doesn't
They do stand to benefit, too, from it. I heard that, like, even the flag waving is just inaccurate because they're just like, well, that wouldn't fucking happen. It's not. You're not going to catch wind up there like that, but...
Yeah. There's a lot of... Just because they lied and faked a lot of it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It's kind of the conclusion that I've...
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, I don't fucking know. There are extraterrestrial beings in the universe. That's not a disbelief, but...
So he does believe in that.
Believes in aliens. Yeah, I think that's another fair one.
That's a fair one.
Dinosaurs did not exist.
I hate that one so much.
I think you have to believe this, because the next one is, the Earth is flat. You have to believe those two together. I don't think that you're like...
Why?
Because, like... I'm assuming, like, if the Earth is flat... How are you digging down to find all the fossils and shit? Well, I know it doesn't mean like...
It's not like a thin crust pizza.
It's
more like deep dish situation where you can dig a little bit, but like...
But it comes off the same way of like... Well, if they're going to lie about the Earth being spherical, then they're going to lie about dinosaurs. I'm just assuming it has to be in the kind of the same...
Yeah. And I do get it to a certain degree. We kind of just have to believe certain things. It's like, I have seen dinosaur bones in person, unless it's, like, fake. Yeah. But, like, wow. Yeah. You know, like, I get it if you're a hardcore Christian. Mm-hmm. Neat band name, too. Jealous we didn't use that for our podcast. That would have been hilarious, by the way. Hardcore that draw-in. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been fucking hilarious. Like, our first 6 videos have, like, 1,000 views, and it goes down to, like, band. Yeah. But... Yeah, so I do get it if you're like a hardcore Christian because you're like, well, I can't believe in this guy because he said like, you know, dinosaurs weren't shit, and then I believe in dinosaurs and I see them and I'm driving my vehicle because of them. So yeah, I get that.
The education system is designed to lie to us.
Yeah. I believe in that. Depending on where you live, yeah. That seems like a very true thing. Like, you're going to get taught... We've talked about that one here, actually. Like, where you live is... You're going to get taught certain things depending on where you live. Like, go to North Korea and see if you learn the same things you do in, like, London. You're not going to. Yeah.
NASA is lying about the rover missions to Mars.
Yeah. I mean...
If you don't believe in the moon landing, I don't think you should believe in the Mars landing.
Yeah, because, I mean, that they do stand to benefit from saying that they did it, even if they didn't. So, I mean, that one does have, like, an actual clause to it.
Oh, I really like this one. The people who make alien movies are not designing their aliens out of thin air. He thinks they are based on something they have seen.
I've heard that one before.
I think you could... And I think that he doesn't mean this literally everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's probably...
Like Mars Attacks.
The
like,
early ones, probably.
Yeah.
You could maybe say that. But, like, there is a point of just people being like, well, I watched a movie about aliens. I made my movie based on the aliens of this movie.
Yeah.
Not like I didn't see an alien.
Like American Dad. Like, that's the one I'm thinking of is like, yeah, I saw an alien. That's what they're...
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're like.
The JFK assassination had something to do with him signing an order to take out the global bank cartel. When I said do with him, I was like, no way Kyrie thinks it deals with Kyrie. But no, it deals with JFK signing.
I can see that. Yeah, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm. These aren't as far-fetched.
Yeah, they're really not that crazy.
There's only a couple that I'm like...
Yeah, you're not talking about the shape of the thing we live on, so... I mean, yeah, these haven't been too crazy so far.
Believes he is on a journey to become a complete human being who has complete freedom of thought. That doesn't sound like...
That doesn't sound that crazy.
No, it's
like... Well, you should be able to achieve that, like, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start thinking how you want... I mean, maybe you got to get over certain things first and, like, find out, like, ways that your thought process is being trapped by what you've learned, but, like... Yeah. That seems kind of reasonable. And, I mean, I think he's doing it by all this shit. I mean, this seems like free thinking to a flaw, even.
Bob Marley and MLK were taken out for preaching togetherness.
I still don't know if that's like an actual thing that MLK was assassinated by like the FBI. It's like I heard for years that I was like, yeah, the FBI released documents, and I'm like, well, pull it up, and it was like, well, I don't have the documents, and I'm like, I know you don't, but like, I think Google it.
I think you can find them. I haven't looked. Like, I'm not gonna just.
I don't know why that's something like I really don't care about that much. Like, I'm just like, that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna Google it. You know, I got shit to do. And it's kind of a big thing too, you know.
They are creating separation in race and class to control power in the world.
Yeah, I don't think that's crazy.
I don't either. That doesn't...
Yeah, no, that actually sounds like fairly accurate.
The fact that this one's on the list...
Okay.
Believes he has a far bigger purpose and cause to his life than basketball. Because this is obviously a list made that's like, can you believe that this guy believes this?
Can you believe this dumb guy that just dribbles around think he should be anything more than an athlete? What a stupid piece of shit.
Also, it's getting worse because I have no idea. There's only 2 left.
Neat.
Listens to audiobooks while taking naps. Why is that on this list?
That is a fairly stupid thing to do.
Why?
Well, like
I get, like, all right.
Like when he's asleep?
Like while taking naps?
Like while taking naps is a weird goal. But like if you're listening to him and you fall asleep, that's a different thing.
I think listening to an audiobook can be like can really put me to sleep. Like that shit can be boring as hell.
Well, yeah, but that said like while he takes naps. Like that sounds like that's his goal is to listen to audiobooks in his sleep, which
it probably makes him tired.
Well, I've also heard about the thing of like you retain more information or you learn things more quickly or catch on to things more quickly in your sleep. Mm-hmm. But I don't know how true that is. That doesn't seem like a study that you can really do. I can't do it, but I don't know.
Okay. And the last one is... This one feels like it should be on the list. Believes the way we travel the world proves the globe is not round.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, it has to be about the flat earth thing, right?
Yeah.
The way we travel around the earth.
Proves that it's flat earth.
I don't see how that proves it.
I don't either.
I mean, because like you can point at a flat map and be like, all right, I'm going to travel here. But like realistically, you're like traveling here. You know, like it's not just like a boom. It's like a boom thing, you know?
I guess maybe the argument is that you never see the airplane go. You see it.
Yeah, that is true. I've never seen that. So, I mean, I can't argue with that because I don't know the exact moments. I mean, because it's continuously going around. Mm-hmm. So it's not like there it is, there's the turn, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I've always wanted to believe that there's like something I'm just not seeing because like B.O.B. lost. I don't know if B.O.B. lost a career over that. You know,
it definitely was the spiral.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't know. This might be a little much, so hang in with me. So to me, not to step too much into controversial area,
let's go.
That is like saying kneeling destroyed Cap's career because to me, when I think of it like it destroying B.O.B.'s career, B.O.B. was not in the height like of his career when he came out with that. You know, that was more of a downslide of things. Like it wasn't like he just what would you consider as like airplanes? Maybe when airplanes or Nothing on You dropped.
Oh, I actually don't.
I mean, what would you consider the height of his career?
I mean, maybe that was the height, but like that was he dropped that information pretty close to right after he started talking. He did the song with like Wayne, like Strange Clouds. Yeah, which was a huge hit too. Yeah, but then he dropped that, and I've never heard of him again.
He definitely released Headbands after that, right? I like Headbands. That's a song I'm kind of ashamed to admit, but yeah, I actually kind of like that song. I haven't heard it
in a long time.
Yeah. Plus he popped it into a headset. I don't know.
Let's see. B.O.B.'s biggest hits. Let's see. Top 11 B.O.B. songs.
11?
Just do 10.
Or even 12. It's a weird thing.
Airplanes is his number 1 at number 10.
Wait, what?
It came at number 10 on the Billboard's hit list. I understood why that came off weird. Price Tag was 14. Magic is on this list. Headband is on the Headband went up to 58.
Oh, neat.
We Still in This Bitch.
I know that song.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that, but yeah.
All right. I need to know when his biggest hits. 2010, 14 looks like kind of the end of when his hits.
But, okay, we'll even say that, but, like, B.O.B. at his height, like, it's not like you're seeing, like, Usher being taken away from fame. Like, don't get me wrong, people know the name B.O.B., but it's not like, you know, it's not like LeBron went down.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was B.O.B., you know, so...
Yeah. Which is more of the reason I really don't agree with that take that you had.
Well, and that's... Well, I hate seeing the I hate, like, just seeing the topic brought up of, like, they purposely, like, ruined Cap's career. Like, don't get me wrong, I think there is some discredit to him now or some negative association to certain people because of, you know, the whole kneeling thing. But, I mean, it's not like he couldn't get back onto a team after he went to the Super Bowl. Like, these were after a few years of not doing so well.
He wasn't doing bad, though.
He wasn't doing good. I mean, whenever, like, right before that shit happened, like, he was not, like, doing good. So it's not like he was being taken away from his prime. Like, don't get me wrong, I still think he's being blackballed in some regards, but, like...
Oh, he's definitely...
This isn't, like, the Super Bowl attending quarterback that was taken away because of kneeling. Like, this was a different guy. Still wrong to a degree, but I don't think I don't think just because some NFL teams aren't putting them on their team, that means they're pieces of shit. You know? Like, this is more of a less of an attack on Cap than it is, like, just, I don't know, kind of like saying just because NFL teams don't want him doesn't mean they're racist. It's just kind of like well, he doesn't really fit here. He really didn't do that good, you know?
Yeah, his stats aren't... I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not like, oh, this dude's going to win the fucking Super Bowl, but they're not bad. Like, his final season, he threw... Like, to put in a little bit more perspective, his best season was 2014. And his last season was 2016.
Yeah.
So it was only 2 years past.
Yeah.
In 2014, he threw 3,300 yards.
Yeah.
In 2016, he threw 2,200 yards.
Yeah.
But he just came off injury in 2015, where he only played 9 games and threw 1,600 yards. He had 16 touchdowns in 2016.
Yeah.
Only 4 interceptions. 2 put in consideration. He threw... All right, so we're looking at 2,200 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. His best year, he had 3,300 yards, 19 touchdowns, only 3 more, but 10 interceptions. So 6 more interceptions.
Yeah.
It's not... I mean, he...
No, it's not out of this world.
Yeah.
So, okay, now look up B.O.B. stats.
I'm trying to look up when did B.O.B. say...
I need to see how many yards B.O.B. threw in his last season. I didn't know Sammy Watkins was a flat earther.
Is that what you're looking up? Who all is flat earthers?
Yeah. Wilson Chandler is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know
anybody asked Wilson Chandler if he was a flat earther. Draymond Green? I don't believe that.
It's so weird looking. When did Bob say he's a flat earther?
Bob. Oh, Teely Tequila.
It looks like 2016 is the earliest article I can find of him.
Who is Teely Tequila? I swear I've seen...
I don't know.
She in a porn once?
Maybe.
At least once. Pretty sure I've seen her.
I don't know her and you do, so
probably porn.
So probably porn, yeah.
Controversial. Oh, she got her start from reality show, but then I'm pretty sure she was... Damn. There's celebrity death pool? That's kind of fucked. She apparently also ranks 766 of 853 on Celebrity Death Pool 2022. That's kind of grim, ain't it? Now I kind of want to see what the Celebrity Death Pool is. Oh, yeah, it is. It's just people that are like, yeah, they're going to fucking die this year. Bob Barker's number 2.
Who's number 1?
Oh, Sidney Poitier. I didn't know if you knew him. I think he was an actor or something. Yeah, but he's like 95 years old. So people are like, yeah, I'm like...
That's crazy.
Yeah, he has like...
people are betting on...
Yeah, he has like the same odds as the Warriors do to win the championship this year, just to die.
Shit.
Vladimir Putin at number 3. That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who Gulager is.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old Western guy. Elizabeth II. I don't think she's going to die this year.
Okay.
She's been kicking strong. I'm trying to find names we know.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. They're really old, so I don't really know a lot of them. Oh, Pope Benedict the... holy fuck, that's a big number. 26th? 16th? Holy shit, how many popes have we had? 16th? XVI?
XVI? Yeah, that's 16.
Oh, god damn. The fucking 16th Pope. Henry Kissinger. 96. How is the Pope? How old is the Pope? 92? That's right around death age.
That's a good life. 92 is a long life.
I don't know if I'd say good.
It's a long life.
Dudes just went without puss for 92 years. You think you'd be more inclined to do, like, be a pope if you could kind of have, like, a Rumspringer, but I guess just, like, Catholic equivalent? Like, you can just go out and just get a bunch of puss for a week, and then you come back and be a pope? I think Buzz Aldrin's going to die this year.
I mean this in the most respectful way I can say it. I didn't know he was still alive.
Yeah, he can't die before the Lightyear movie comes out.
That's a good point.
Yeah. After that, I mean, fair game. But, yeah, he needs to at least make it till then.
Yeah.
We're rooting for you, Buzz. I think Kim Jong-un's going to die this year. 38 years old.
38?
Yeah. Man, I don't know a lot of these people.
Okay, all right. So, what more about Flat Earth?
Okay, so maybe more so, to what degree do you hold that against a person? Because it's a pretty ridiculous idea. People have lost careers over it. So to what degree in a normal day-to-day life do you discredit a person for saying that?
Yeah. Oh, real quick. The B.O.B. thing, I think he just kind of got too obsessed with it. When people were like, you're dumb, I think he kind of went too far of like, I'll fucking show you, rather than going the
I'll show you how dumb I am.
Like, he really went in that direction more, and I think that's what hurt his career. More than I think that it was like, oh, people think he's fucking stupid, we're not going to listen to his music. I think it was more of just like,
yeah,
I'll prove you wrong, and he spiraled down the hole too far. Rather than, honestly, Kyrie, where he was like, yeah, I believe the Earth's flat, and they were like, you're dumb. He goes, you're dumb.
He's like, yeah, I don't care.
And then that was it. And
he's like, oh, you fucking wait till I get on Grand Theft Auto later. So you're gonna fucking hear it.
And I think that's why, like, no one gives a fuck about it with Kyrie, is because he doesn't care to defend it.
Well, and he's still really good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, that's like if The Weeknd said it, I think he would get a lot more... Well, he would get a lot less slack because they'd be like, dude, you're still pumping out great music. And with him, they're like, dude, you already dropped Airplanes. Like, what?
Yeah.
What now?
You're done.
Yeah, what other album you got, buddy? So...
Yeah.
Yeah, but
the credibility... Honestly, if I knew someone who was like diehard flat earther, I just don't bring it up. Like, I don't hold it against them. I just don't.
Do you know anybody?
No.
Yeah.
No. I know some people that like have looked into it, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know." And I was like, "You should."
How long did they look into it? Like, that just sounds like they looked it up on Google, didn't find anything. Was like, well, my research is done.
I don't know. I don't try to deep dive into it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to those people a lot. But no, I've had some people mention it in passing, and I just can't help but like to go berserk because
Really?
it pisses me off because like immediately something else that should be mentioned is that like I don't believe in gravity. If you think the Earth is any other shape but round, you kind of don't believe in gravity because that's what gravity's doing at every moment is compressing everything on every side equally, and that's what causes a round shape. You can't get that if the Earth is shaped like a pizza box. You know? Like, it's not equal on every fucking side. That's why when you see the solar system, you see everything's a round fucking shape. We're not just, like, coming out in cubes. Like, what's that thing with the square asshole?
It's,
What I keep wanting to say quokka. It's not a quokka.
No, it's not a quokka. It's a wombat.
Is it? Yeah, it's a wombat.
It's a wombat.
Yeah. Weird little things.
They don't have a square asshole. They shit cubes.
Well, that sounds painful if they don't have a square asshole. If you have a round asshole and you're shooting cubes, that hurts.
I don't know that they don't have a square asshole. I just know they shit cubes.
Yeah, that's all I know. That's the only thing I know. But, so yeah, it definitely makes me look at a person different because it's just, I always assume people are fucking with me when they say that. So that's why I think people like Kyrie are interesting because they full on believe it. And then they just kind of don't say anything else about it. I'm like, no, that bugging the shit out of me. You got to say more about it. You can't just say something like that and then just be like, well, I got to go.
Yeah.
You know, I got to get out of Boston real quick. And you're just like, I get it, but can you talk to me first? Like, you know, I'm not just some kid in Cleveland you can lie to and just leave the next year. Like, I want you to talk to me, man.
Kyrie, are you going to leave us like LeBron did? No.
No.
I love that video so much.
No, he's great. Yeah. Fuck them kids, man. Yeah. I really like this wheel.
Yeah, what's next?
Because, well, I hate transitioning.
Yeah,
Don't cut that either. That wasn't a slur I just went on right there. Congrats on your transition. I can't do it myself.
Did you take Flat Earth off the wheel?
Nope. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's not it. Oh, did I? Hey, gay moments in straight history.
All right, you kick this one off because I don't know shit. I don't know shit about this.
Wow, how homophobic.
Is it?
You just know nothing gay?
No. I know nothing gay in straight history.
What about in your history?
Don't worry about my history.
Don't worry about what kind of history I have.
Don't worry about my gay history. I just don't know about the straight history.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure this website has taken all their shit from Reddit because I think it just started off on Ask Reddit and somebody was like, "Hey, straight guys, what's the gayest thing you've ever done?" One of them that I saw that was really funny. It said, "Anytime I'm around a Marine." I was like, "Huh, that is kind of odd," but I don't know. So, fuck. There's 15 of them. Some of them are long. I really don't want to read all 15, so I'm just going to skip around.
5 to 10? We'll see how good they are.
Yeah. There's this one that I really want to find because number 10.
Yeah.
Lost my phone. Thought my friend took it because he had a bulge in his pants. Grabbed his bulge. Handful of dick. Now, buddy, I don't think that's an accident. Me personally, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what year this was. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that dude just had a really thick sidekick. But I don't know, man. Nobody's grabbing my iPhone and being like, "Man, I just thought you had a really rectangular cock."
Yeah.
Or wait, I don't know. I don't know why people are just trying to grab my cock in public like that. But I don't think that's an accident. Is all I'm trying to say.
That one's pretty fucking funny.
Number 9. Went to tuck in my homie one night. That's not it, but
I mean,
red flags a little bit right there. I mean, you can tuck in your homie, but especially on this list, yeah, that's kind of okay. So this man went to tuck in his homie one night, tripped over a shoe, and my mouth landed on his dick.
All right, hold on. I'm not thinking that's straight history. I think
there's a lot of that just seems like a gay moment in gay history. So yeah, there's I'm no detective, but to me, you either deliberately didn't cover up his lower half when you tucked him in.
Well, he was going to tuck him in.
Oh, so he already tripped before everything started? Well,
yeah,
okay.
To tuck him in
so
and trip.
In his defense, then. Maybe he didn't have his hands to catch himself to keep him from falling because he had his blanket up. So he was like, "Oh shit, I can't let go of the blanket, so I'm about to land mouth first on my buddy's erect penis." So what if this isn't satirical and that's just 100% my buddy was completely flaccid. It wasn't gay, and I just fell down and I was like, "Oh no!" And I just I just deep throated my buddy real quick.
Where's the Mythbusters on that one?
They're right here. Stay tuned. When the boys myth this bust. Wait. Bust this myth.
No one's ever
starting a new show. Or Busty Mythers. God damn it.
Cool.
It's getting a little hot in here. Number 6. Once tried hugging a bro goodbye. I like the once. It's never happened again. He was like, this ended here. I could never let it happen.
We're not friends anymore.
Once tried hugging a bro goodbye, and we ended up making lip contact for more than a second by accident. Did not mind it. Handsome fella. Tender kisser. Bugged his girlfriend about it for the next 3 years. So... that kind of reminds me of the, do you remember when Tristan Thompson and David West kissed?
No.
Yeah, it definitely, well, I don't know, it kind of seems weird, but, 2 guys, equal height, they're squaring off, and they, butt heads, and they just full-on lips collide. What are you doing in that? Except throwing out a little tongue. You're on TV, you're trying to look tough, and you accidentally kiss a guy. Do you acknowledge that you two just kissed?
I blush.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's that one. There's another gay moment in gay history.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you do?
Well, yeah, because I don't know if you just be like, hey, man, you just kind of kissed me. And he's just, still pissed off. And you're just like, I don't feel like I'm... here, you just did that to me. Here, let me show you what just happened. But yeah, I don't know, because you see that in you've seen that in standoffs sometimes where they'll accidentally touch lips, and I don't know if you're supposed to just be whoa, soft lips, but I don't know what the next thing is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a professional here. This dude says, I'm a professional body piercer. I touch other dudes' dicks all the time. So
is it gay to do your job? It can be.
Yeah, it really can be. If you're a gay prostitute, yeah. It's probably a really gay thing to do for a living.
Porn is inherently gay.
Becoming a WWE wrestler is pretty gay. There you go. top 3 gayest professions you can enter into. That's what we're trying to do this month, is just to help gay guys find jobs. Tired of seeing gay homeless men in the best way. I'm not because I'm homophobic. I just don't want to see you guys homeless. Number 4, I've probably seen more dicks in person than most other men, thanks to what profession?
WWE. I'm assuming it's normal.
Being a co-host on Jammin.
Fuck, I don't know. What is it?
Military. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
to me, that makes a lot of sense. You know, the whole... if you're in a profession where they tell you, don't ask, don't tell, it's probably pretty gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been at work and somebody be like, hey, man, we're not asking. And I'm like, well, I didn't... What? Is it something I'm wearing?
Is it my new perfume?
So, number 1. I'll just end off with number 1 because number 2 and number 3 are kind of long.
Okay.
So, number 1. Once my friend group decided to skinny dip and play Truth or Dare. Hold on.
Okay.
You ever been in a pool naked with another guy?
I have not.
Yeah.
Have you?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really open my eyes underwater, but to my knowledge, no. Maybe someone slipped them off during. I don't know. You know, I'm not asking questions.
Fair.
My dad was in the military. The girls wanted to see how far us guys would go, so they kept daring us to do shit like make out, touch each other's dicks, etc. No, can't say etc. after that. What else? What else were you doing? What else are you doing besides touching dicks and making out? Wait, touching dicks? Oh, touching each other's dicks. I thought that meant like touching dicks. Which, I mean, I guess...
etc.
Yeah. I would say, because I don't know if that's any less gay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't...
Is that it? Is that the...
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I thought there was more.
No. For me, personally, I made out with another guy, and one of the guys kissed my dick. I'd say that's pretty far to go for all of us. We're all straight.
I don't think they're all straight.
Yeah, I think that's a... I think he meant to put in a past tense on that.
We were all straight.
At one point. Yeah, you're... So, yeah. I don't know if you're watching this, whoever posted that. You're probably not. You're probably either in counseling or just cuddled up with your husband. But, yeah, you're... That's not straight. I don't know what I would post on there. Not that I have had like a long list to pick from, but I mean it's definitely more than it ought to be. But like I don't know, I played I played on a high school team, so you kind of see a decent amount of gay shit going on. I don't know if it was like that for football because basketball was pretty fruity.
Yeah, just a locker room.
Yeah, a guy's locker room is really one of the biggest like gay spots you can go to in town.
Yeah.
Don't try that, but it doesn't work out well. But like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember just a passing by. I'm not going to name names because I'm pretty sure one of these people have a kid now, and their kid probably doesn't want to know what happened to their poor daddy back in the day.
Yeah, no one wants to like see the Anthony Davis footage.
Oh, why'd you bring that up? I completely forget about that all the time.
You
like,
have to.
Yeah, because well, like that dude's still an NBA player, you know, and like a good one,
a really good one and
yep.
healthy.
Yeah. But yeah, that just makes you look at a guy different. But I don't know. I think whenever I was a freshman, so you know, I walked on thin ice when I was a freshman, anyways, because I was like, you know, I didn't weigh a whole lot as a freshman, and I was like, I have nice looking lips. So I was like, I definitely don't want the older guys to notice that. It was almost like I was in jail. But, yeah, I remember just we stayed in some dorms, and I walked into the bathroom, and there was one of the seniors completely naked. Like, because I turned on the light, and I was like, that's weird. This light's usually not on. I should have walked away immediately. Mm-hmm. I was naive, you know. Turned on the light, saw this senior completely naked sitting in the chair. And he I'll just make up another name for this for this dude. like, hey, I guess I just wasn't the guy he wanted. And I see other seniors in there too, hiding. And my eyes get big as shit. Like, it was one of the ones I could feel my eyes get big. And he was like, hey, have you seen Shawn Michaels anywhere? And I was like, you want me to go get him? And he goes, yeah, if you see him, just tell him. I was like, okay. I was like, I'll find something to tell him. And so I walked down, and I'm just going to the cafeteria, and I see the dude, and I'm like, hey, a guy named Caleb said he's upstairs, and he was like, do you say what he wants? And I'm like, he didn't say a whole lot, but yeah, he's upstairs. And so, you know, I was walking with my buddy when that happened, and I already told him about the whole thing, and he was like, oh shit, is that about the thing? And I was like, I don't know what else it'd be about, but I was like, yeah, I kind of want to go check that out. So we went back upstairs, and that dude who I had just been previously talking to, Shawn Michaels in this story, he was being held down on the ground, getting balls rubbed across his chest. And I say balls not as just like multiple balls in one sack, but multiple pairs of ball sacks. So, yeah, I didn't stay around too long. You know, I didn't want to find out what happened next in the story. I didn't really talk to the dude about what happened next, but he has kids now, so so yeah, I guess he's trying to get over it.
I would definitely try to get over that.
I don't know if I probably shouldn't say that. I was going to say I would get over it the same way old Miss Seuss did, but that's not right.
No. Well, I think we have enough time for Song of the Week.
Oh yeah,
and then we can spin the wheel one more time. Okay. So, what's your Song of the Week?
Honestly, just throw a dart at Harry's House track list. If you know, want me to narrow it down,
you have to pick one. You can't just pick the whole fucking album.
Okay, I'll narrow it down to 2.
Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. I have one off the album, so it'll probably be.
It is either Little Freak or Matilda. Did I just fuck you?
No.
Okay.
Nope. Neither of them are mine.
Oh.
I do really like both those songs.
Yeah,
I like all of them.
I damn near choked to death listening to Little Freak. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. Yeah, I was. So I was showing my girlfriend, fiance, the new Harry Styles album. Top 10 things said before losing a fiance. But I was listening to the album with her, and I was like, man, I really like this song. And then Little Freak started. And I immediately started choking. Like, I have this weird thing where, like, I mean, it happens to, like, everybody, like, where, like, maybe you'll accidentally swallow some spit and you just, like, gag for a little bit. But, like, I genuinely thought I was going to die, and that wasn't the first time that's happened.
Oh, my God.
Like, well, because I think earlier in the day I had ate dairy, and I honestly think I'm allergic to dairy at this point, because, like, my throat swells up. And so that little bit of spit was probably enough to kill me, because I start, like, heaving for, like, minutes. And, like, we're on I-65. My girlfriend has no idea what to do. She can't find any water. She just, like, slapping my back and stomach, and she has no idea what to fucking do. And, you know, just for minutes, I'm just going, and so then I finally stop, and I immediately hit the playback button. I'm like, I don't think you gotta listen to that song. And she's like, what the fuck happened? Are you okay? And I was like, well, I told you this happened before. Because, like, there was one time I was home alone, thank God. Would have been super embarrassing. I was in the shower, and that happened to me. And I legitimately got out of the shower, dropped down to my hands and knees because I was choking. And I thought I was going to die. And, like, similarly in the car, like, I thought I was going to die. And she was like, what happened? And I was like, well, I was, like, pretty sure I was close to death. Because, like, I could not do anything but inhale air in, like, small spurts. Like, I couldn't breathe anything out. It was just all air going in. Like, so, yeah, I almost died to the song Little Freak, and I would have been happy. So, I guess if I have to narrow it down, I guess I'll say Little Freak's my song of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope that's not the bar to what song of the week has to be now? Because I really can't afford too many of those. I am damn near. I am damn near on my last one.
It won't be for me. Mine is also from Harry Styles' album. It is my favorite song outside of As It Was, and that's Keep Driving.
It's really good. Dude, I love that album so fucking much.
I've listened to the new music, so like I listen to like all the new singles, like Kanye dropped a song, stuff like that. Like I've listened to it, but like
did Kanye drop a song?
Yeah, with X.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't listen to it.
Not even just all that, but just like I don't know. I don't want to hear any more posthumous songs from anybody. You know, like it's different hearing songs like that the artist intended to fully release.
Yeah,
but like I don't know. It just feels wildly disrespectful.
Yeah,
you know,
it's another one of those like bittersweet things for me of like I like the song, but I don't want it. That's how I felt on like the new Juice WRLD album, where like there was a song that I was like, I really like this song. It feels like a Juice WRLD song, but it's obviously not complete. Like he didn't complete the song.
Yeah,
So it's just one of those bittersweet things. But in rotation, the only two things that I really like listen to is Future's album, Harry's album.
Very weird moments, but I've been fully in that swing too, and I really don't know what to do with myself.
No.
I am on a full verge of just like a mid-20s gay panic, and then like I immediately want to cheat on my like wives. You know, like it's a very weird thing I'm going through right now. But
life's good.
You've been listening to much Future. Yeah, life is good. I don't know that Harry Styles album kicks ass. Harry, if you're listening to this, fuck your tour dates, dude. I know I sent those to you.
Not his dates, but where they're at. Like,
fuck the 5 places you're going to on your tour, dude. I know I can drive 4 hours to go to Chicago to see you one of the 40 days you're there, but I don't know. Shouldn't make me.
Yeah, you should definitely like tour around.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Kentucky. Nobody's blaming you if you don't go to Kentucky. But I don't know. Just go to like Nashville. Yeah. I mean, people go to Nashville. Go to Nashville, dude. And I'll drive 4 hours south to go see you. I don't want to drive 4 hours north. That's when shit gets dangerous.
I actually think it'd be pretty cool to see him in Chicago.
It would be cool. It'd be weird. I feel like we'd be the only 2 people there. I'm assuming there's more, you know, I guess femboys in Chicago that would go see him, but I don't know. My image of Chicago is not Harry Styles' audience.
Fair enough.
But I don't know. Maybe go to more than 5 places.
Yeah.
See, I mean, for convenience, that has got to be wildly convenient. You're going to like the 5 most popular cities, especially if you have money, and you're staying there for like 2 months and just doing show after show. I get it. That sounds incredible. But I mean, fuck you for that, man.
All right, let's spin this wheel. We got one more topic. Boop.
Taking a really long time. Up. Hell yeah, the NBA.
NBA. What about it?
What do you think about it? You think people should quit playing basketball?
No,
Pay too much money?
No.
Yeah?
No, not at all.
No.
I think the money should go to the players. So I think they're going to make that much money. It should go to them.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that's not actually what you want to talk about with the NBA.
No, I don't really care, but I just know that that was just brought up because I know Chandler Parsons said he made like $28 million in his career, and I'm like, man.
That dude's
like
a thief.
Yeah, like goddamn.
Same as John Wall right now. That motherfucker's a thief.
Hey, John Wall's worked fucking hard for that.
He's so good. I have no idea why he's not good.
Yeah.
Like, he was so good. And then just, I'm assuming like 14 injuries probably hurt that. But
yeah, I think that would hurt anything.
Yeah.
That would probably hurt my ability to perform on the podcast if I just got injured 14 times right now.
Yeah, all of his injuries probably didn't help. And especially because he was not saying he doesn't have fundamentals, but he definitely relied on athleticism.
Yeah.
And being hurt hurts that a lot more than it would like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan probably makes it okay after being hurt.
Yeah. Gang signs John Wall is elite. That is just some elite shit.
Yeah.
Man, were those fucking Zig Techs ugly as shit. But I had them. I loved them. I still love them. They're ugly as shit.
I love them.
Yeah. But so yeah, I just I wanted to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still have it up? Oh yeah. Okay, so here are your title odds for. Okay, I'll just name like the top 5 or so. Maybe some ones that stand out that I think is a little wild. The betting odds to win the title this year from preseason. This was the predictions.
Okay, from preseason.
Yes. So a plus 225 favorite was
Bucks,
not far behind, but no.
Nets.
Nets.
Yeah,
okay. The Nets were projected to be the favorites. Lakers at a plus 350.
Okay.
Rough.
I was going to say probably top 5. My top 5 guess was going to be Nets, Lakers, Suns, Bucks. I don't know another team.
Don't overthink it. Who came back this year for a very big team?
Golden State?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think that they would be that high on the betting odds.
Yeah. I mean, because worst case scenario, they don't have Clay, which is still a pretty big drop, but they still have arguably a guy that's going to be in the top 10 by the time he finishes. I think he's already there. I don't think there's a lot of people ever that can guard Steph Curry, so I mean, I think that places them in the top 10 at least.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, they're inventing titles for him to win.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck, he hasn't. How has he not won a Finals MVP?
I didn't know he didn't.
How does that make sense?
It's
he
so
has,
dumb.
what, 3 titles?
Yes.
How the fuck does he not have? I mean, okay, so KD, Andre Iguodala.
Oh yeah, I did go to Iggy.
That's the dude. It pissed me off so bad.
Oh
Like, because
my
you say
God.
KD won a Finals MVP. Okay, it's Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
But fucking Andre Iguodala, I think that is the most misplaced award in fucking history of anything. And I'm saying that to even all the people who have, like, even Anderson Varejao winning a fucking ring, like 2 rings one year because he played for Cleveland and the Warriors.
And
I
then
think
2 for KD.
Okay, so damn, KD beat out Steph twice?
Yeah, because it goes...
That's disrespectful, man.
The Finals MVPs go Giannis, 2021.
Yeah.
LeBron, Kawhi, KD, LeBron, Iggy, and then Kawhi, and then LeBron, Dirk, Kobe, Paul Pierce, Tony Parker, Dwayne Wade.
Tony Parker. And he was smashing out Evil Longoria, right? Like, that was like prime Tony Parker.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
Fucking little French guy. But, man, that pisses me off every time I think about it. Iguodala getting a fucking... And I like Iguodala.
I do too.
But I just hate that so much. That was a very misplaced... Like, the Warriors won. LeBron should have got Finals MVP that year.
His
and they
fucking
lost.
stats are bad.
Who? Iggy's?
He was averaging...
Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala, by the way.
And I believe this is...
I pointed at you, all the people who are listening.
It doesn't say that this is the final stats, but I'm assuming because the list, that's what it is.
That's fair.
He was averaging 7.8 points per game.
Damn, those are Bob Cousy numbers.
3.3 rebounds per game.
Damn.
3 assists and 0.3 blocks.
Damn. He got Finals MVP for his solid shutdown on LeBron James, who averaged like 800 points a game.
You want to know what LeBron got next year?
Wait. Oh, his Finals winning.
Yes.
Okay.
2016 LeBron versus 2015 Iggy. 2016 LeBron had 25.3 points per game.
Damn, that's over 3 times as many as Iggy.
7.4 rebounds per game.
Damn. I forgot what you said for Iggy.
3.3.
Okay.
So over double.
Damn.
And 6.8 assists per game.
God damn.
Over double. And 0.6 blocks per game. Double.
How did Steph not get it that year? Steph played better defense on LeBron than Iggy did that year. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude's won 3 titles, and he is by far the most focal point of that team. He is the guy. If they lose him, they're fucking done. No disrespect to Klay Thompson, but you know.
Okay, which actually is more that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
It only is telling me Game 6, but it's in 6 games. Okay, so it's not Game 6.
Okay.
Curry's average in 2015 NBA Finals was 26 points per game.
Damn.
6.3 assists, and 5.2 rebounds. He was better at everything and didn't win the Finals MVP.
Dude, what?
Do you think, because I've seen this argument a lot, what would it take, if you don't already agree, that Curry could be the best point guard ever? The argument I've seen was he needs 2 Finals MVPs.
That's not fair. I'm going to say he already has one, because that's complete horseshit. Because, like, you really can't... I mean, what else was he supposed to do?
Right now, I think it's 1A, 1B for Magic.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because Magic can play all 5 positions, and his defense, but, like, scoring.
He's like 1-0 against AIDS. That's pretty
I
impressive.
mean, that's a hell of a stat. Not many people get that stat.
Not many.
So like right now, I think it's probably 1A, 1B. Like I don't argue either side of like if you're like, oh, Magic for sure. I'm like, sure. If you're like Curry for sure.
Like, I get it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, if Curry gets this Finals MVP, I think it's a little more close.
Yeah, I mean, I already put him above like the Steve Nashes. Don't fucking crucify me, but I say like the Isaiah Thomases.
I think Steph is the, like I said, 1A, 1B on best point guard ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's really, I don't know, because when you talk about the best point guard, and then you're like, well, do they do what a point guard's supposed to? And I'm like, no, I don't really give a shit about that. I just, how good they are and what position do they play.
Yeah, Magic has 3 final MVPs.
Yeah. Whatever. Don't give a shit. And dude also had a fucking stacked fucking team.
He did.
Name
Definitely did.
Name a good center that Steph Curry's ever had. I was like Kevin Looney. I swear to God.
He has had good centers. They're just not good on his team for no fucking reason.
Okay.
Draymond plays center for them a lot.
Yeah.
Draymond is good.
Now I'll ask you, are they Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No, none of them were even close to that.
No,
but
none of them.
Like, you had Brook Lopez for a little bit, Splash Mountain. He's
That's
not
gay.
bad.
That's a gay name.
Splash Mountain?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, man. Come on.
Splooge Mountain.
Not Splooge Mountain, it's Splash Mountain.
During Pride Month, it's Splooge Mountain.
That's fair. All right. The other thing that I've been seeing a lot, should Golden State trade Klay Thompson?
No.
I don't think so either.
No,
Why would
never.
you?
Yeah, no.
Like, what position do they need so bad that you get rid of Klay for? And I think the argument is
They're talking about Poole. Yeah.
Poole should start. Start all 3.
Yeah, who fucking cares? Who else? I mean, they still have Wiggins, right?
Yeah. Wiggins is the 4 and Draymond at the 5. Go small lineup.
Who else starts for them? Looney? Does Looney start? That makes sense. I think he's the only guy above 6'8" on that team. But yeah, I think this is the year. This is the year that Steph Curry is going to get the Finals MVP. I mean, nobody, no team, Celtics or Heat, have that fucking Finals experience. I don't know. Steph's fucking got it in the bag this year. I mean, you can't guard the guy. He steps past the half-court line and has 4 people on him. Who else in NBA history has had that kind of power?
No one.
No.
No one.
Nobody gave that kind of credit to, like, Reggie Miller or Ray Allen.
No.
Nobody was worried about them pulling up from 50 feet away.
Yeah.
I mean, the closest guy you can compare to that's lethal at that range is Damian Lillard, and Damian Lillard doesn't even really command that. You know? Steph is... You have to guard him everywhere past half court.
Yeah.
I mean...
I don't understand why you would trade Klay. I don't think Poole right now, at least from the perspective I've seen, I don't think Poole is like, I demand starting.
Okay,
He's fine coming off the bench.
So I think the thing with that is like kind of like towards the end of the Bulls. where you're kind of preparing. You're like, I want to get rid of, like, say, Clay now before he starts getting bad, so we can get something good out of it. Even if it's like draft picks for, like, you get the first draft pick for the next, like, 10 years.
Yeah.
But, like, they're just wanting to be like, hey, we want us as a team to be good for a while, not just completely collapse when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson inevitably retire in, like, pretty much the same year.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're just. So I do get it. I do get looking for it, but, like, I mean, I don't know. You really shouldn't fuck with that.
You got Poole in the second round. Like, it wasn't like Poole was this great draft pick. Your great draft pick was Wiseman, who you threw in the G League.
Well, and it seemed. Well, that was because he was injured, right? And wasn't that, like, recovering? He played, like, some games in the G League or something?
I think he just doesn't play for them now.
Oh. Whatever. I haven't heard his name in a while.
Yeah. Well, that's because he doesn't. He took the best player available rather than the best fit available.
It was a weird fit. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, because that team is definitely meant to run small. Like, I mean, they just need people to just run in and out. But, I mean, the Warriors have a good scout, from what I can tell. I mean, I don't know if it's just pure dumb luck, but I mean, they got Klay Thompson and Steph Curry before there's Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Like,
yeah.
So, you know, I don't know what kind of, like, that's so Raven shit that the Golden State Warriors front office has, but, like, I don't think they need to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I'm glad they swept the Mavericks.
They didn't.
Oh, they didn't?
No,
the Mavericks won one?
Yeah, they won one.
I didn't know that. I thought they got swept.
No.
Oh.
Mavericks won one.
Yeah, cool for Luka, I guess. But
You're such a Luka.
dude, the Mavericks are so fucking boring. They're
not.
historically boring.
They are historically boring. They're not now.
Yeah, they are. I disagree.
Sorry.
Man, I just threw a cross over that, but I just think I don't know. I'm
You
just
don't
not
like the Heat
excited
either.
about Luka. I don't really give a fuck about the Heat. Yeah, I don't.
You like Boston?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum. Fuck, I even like Al Horford. I've always had respect for Al Horford. I mean,
Al Horford's all boring.
he's cool. He's pretty dope. He's always doing. I don't know. He's always doing cool shit.
Yeah, I love Jimmy Butler. I root for Jimmy Butler regardless.
Yeah.
The only time I don't root for Jimmy Butler is if he's playing LeBron.
Yeah, dude is throwing up some LeBron-ass numbers right now, but for whatever reason, I really don't care. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's just hard to appreciate things that are happening now, but like in retrospect, you can be like, oh yeah, that was a crazy time. I guess I didn't really acknowledge, but yeah, the finals I want to see is definitely the Warriors and the Celtics.
I definitely want to see Heat because then it's a win-win for my fan base. Like, I love Jimmy Butler.
Floridians?
What?
That your audience?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if Jimmy Butler wins, that's fucking amazing. I love that. If Curry wins, I love that. So
Jason Tatum.
I don't really like Jason Tatum. Like, I don't dislike him, but I'm just like, sure.
Yeah. He was a fucking beast.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's good, like, everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of like Marcus Smart. I just don't really like the Celtics.
How did we have the NBA conversation and we're not talking, probably because we're running low on time, but I was going to say the Pat Bev comments.
Oh, let's do that real quick.
But yeah, I don't know. It just made me think of that because of genuinely one of my favorite. I've always liked JJ Redick a whole lot, but post career, I mean, he's becoming like an all-star for me.
Yeah,
because it's always nice. Like how I feel about Redick being on ESPN is like how the rednecks felt about like Trump running for president. Like, they're like, finally, we have a real guy in there, you know, like someone to talk some fucking sense. That's how I felt about JJ Redick. I just felt like a dumb redneck. Because, like, I don't know, you hear all these wild takes, Stephen A. Smith, and you're like, wow, nobody there checks him at all. He is free to say whatever the fuck he wants about anybody, and he gets to walk around like a fucking superstar every day.
Yeah.
JJ Redick puts up with none of that shit from anybody. Like, he was talking about two-way players, and he said something about Jason Tatum, and Pat Bev, like, kind of disagreed with them, and JJ Redick was like, the fuck were you about to say? And he was like, well, you said something about Jason Tatum being a two-way player, and he's like, is he not? And he goes, well, I'd probably won't say. He's like, well, I don't think you're right about that, and they just kind of go off that, and I was like, there you go, JJ Redick. He's like, fuck you. He's like, how is he not? How is Jason Tatum not a two-way player, dude?
Yeah,
And I don't want to hear that from Pat Bev about who's a two-way player.
Yeah,
I mean, that's from Roy Crable, but...
and even more, that was following
yes.
after Pat Bev said Chris Paul is a bad defensive player. And he goes, everyone knows this.
Yeah.
And Stephen A. Smith was like, I didn't know that. Rather than being like, no, you're wrong. He was like, I didn't know that. And he goes, yeah, everyone in the league thinks so.
Well, Stephen A. Smith probably
okay.
want him to continue.
Yeah, and I get that.
Because he's like, this is going to be good. Like, keep on going, man. What do you got to say? But I agreed with what Patrick Beverley said to a point.
Same.
Like, because I think once he got more than 30 seconds into the rant, I was like, you're going off the deep end. Like,
he was definitely hating.
yeah, because Chris Paul, definitely not a good year. Definitely didn't step up in the most important time. So, I mean, yeah, he deserves some criticism. And that's where I agree with Pat Bev, is that, like, he was saying, like, oh, y'all are willing to throw all this shit on, like, certain players. Like, something happens, you don't mind going into a rant on them, talking about where they fucked up, but you guys don't do that with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And I agree, but Chris Paul's never been that guy.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like KD falling through. It's not like Steph Curry falling through. No disrespect, Chris Paul, but nobody's ever looked at Chris Paul and been like, this is single-handedly is going to be the guy to get us to a title.
Mm.
So, yeah, the degrees are different. Just like if Pat Bev has a bad game, there's not going to be a single headline about it.
Yeah.
Nobody's expecting Pat Bev to have a good game.
Yeah. The other thing I really agreed with him about was you look at it and you go, man, Chris Paul's having a terrible game. Bench Chris Paul, not DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
I think they should have benched Chris Paul. And he even said it. He goes, not the whole game. Don't not play him. Just make that adjustment. You see that he's kind of the one getting bullied. Let him have fresher legs, not play as many minutes.
Yeah, it sounded like he was talking sense. Like it sounded, because you do see a player's perspective a lot differently than you do like Stephen A. Smith's, because he does have some points where you're like, yeah, that's actually a smart thing to do. That's like where it would be right to do that.
Yeah.
But then he just goes off on the deep end, is just basically saying, like, he literally called Chris Paul like the cones that you fucking guard with. And honestly, Matt Barnes had the best response. Like, that was a terrific fucking response. Because it was just a really honest, like, hey man, I can talk to you eye to eye. We're both role players. Yeah. Like, he's like, this is not your thing. This is not like where you're supposed to be right now. Like, you're talking out of your ass about this.
Yeah. Like,
because Chris Paul, he's fucking Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have a good year, but like, that dude's no slouch. And to have Pat Bev just fucking throwing haymakers at someone who's going to go down at the very least top 10 in NBA history in your same position.
Yeah.
Is wild. Like, even Matt Barnes called that into like in a very humbling way to, like, even himself. Like, he was like, guys like us, we come and go. We're role players. There's not many Chris Pauls that come through. Like, Chris Paul will be long remembered. Me and you, we're gone. Once our career's over, we're gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's really cool because, like, to a certain point in your life, you probably do have to accept that, especially as an athlete, that you're just like, I need to, if I'm going to make an NBA, I probably just need to, like, more so focus on this role I have instead of just, like, I'm going to be LeBron. He's like, no, you're fucking not. You're a rebounder. Yeah. You go get a fucking rebound, dude, and then tell me if you're LeBron, Like,
yeah.
So, I don't know, but I do appreciate where it came from, because I do like the hot takes like that. I do like people poking at the more popular people that some people feel like you can't talk about. Mm-hmm. But he just kind of did it in like a sour way.
Yeah, he was definitely hating.
Yeah, that was a guy that was hate from a guy who hates Chris Paul.
Yes.
That wasn't a hate from a guy who likes sports and, thinks Chris Paul's good. That was a guy who fucking hates him.
Yes. And
somebody on Twitter said it. They was like, man, I would be pissed if I had just lost a playoff series and then they invite my biggest hater to talk on live TV. Because,
that's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like, why the fuck are you getting Pat Bev on the show for any other reason? You're just like, dude, Chris Paul just lost. I now want to hear what Pat Bev
Let's
has
get
to say.
this fucking hater on.
And, and having said that, I don't know. I don't really like Pat Bev, but, like, I do like him. Like, I do really appreciate that, like, honest sounding talk. But this guy just happens to fucking hate Chris Paul. So it's a lot more brutal than it should have been. Like, you notice that, like, as I guess Pat Bev not having to guard Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, he doesn't hate Jason Tatum probably.
Yeah.
And, JJ Redick challenged him on his view about that, and he was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go that too far into it. I don't really care,
Yeah.
But it was funny what he said about the Steph Curry-Chris Paul comparison. He was like, if I'm, playing Steph Curry the next day, he's like, I tell my wife, like, hey, I can't talk after 8. Like, I got to get ready. I'm going Steph Curry tomorrow.
Yeah,
But he's like,
I'm going to bed. I'm eating healthy.
Yeah. But he's like, if I'm going Chris Paul, I might stop, get a beer on the way to the game. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking funny. And this season, that's probably how it was. Chris Paul really wasn't too big of a threat this year. Having said that, they still made it to the second round of the playoffs. Booker wasn't healthy throughout a good duration of the playoffs, which definitely doesn't help. But what changes there? What do you fix in Phoenix? Because they kind of have a same, to not the same degree, but kind of like the Utah Jazz syndrome right now, to where you're like, what the fuck is missing? You have. In Utah, you at least have a Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. I don't know who keeps giving it to him, but Jokic is basically just every day reminding us that he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear his comment?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking hilarious. But, that's a Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Multi-year Defensive Player of the Year. They have Donovan Mitchell, one of the best rising stars in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Conley? I think they saw Mike Conley. A pretty solid.
I think he's on roll. Yeah.
Yeah, a pretty solid role player.
So
and
I
point
think
guard.
theirs makes more sense. You have a defensive player who also wants to be a two-way player. He wants, to post up and score.
Yeah.
And then you have a rising star who wants the ball and wants to shoot. And I can see the conflicting problems there.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, you have a guard who wants to do nothing but shoot. You have another guard who wants to do nothing but pass. And you have a center.
That sounds great.
And you have a center who wants to do nothing but rebound. I don't think they need to fix anything. Maybe sign a role player to help with minutes. But I think you just run it back. Devin Booker's going to get better.
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton's going to get better.
Yeah.
They're young.
Yeah, but Chris Paul going to get better?
Chris Paul is going to get worse. And I don't think that's necessarily... He's old. He's getting old. He's going to get worse.
He's an old stupid bitch. Pat Bev, if you're listening to this, we'd love to have you on Jammin.
Of course. But, and I don't mean that as harsh as it probably sounds. He's going to get worse, and that's okay. Because he still didn't do horrible this year.
But Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, he did bad.
Yeah, it's all relative.
He's going to be fine. They were still a number 1 or number 2 seed?
I think they were number 1 going into the...
I think so, too. If you're having a bad year, you're the number 1 seed, and you kind of just fumbled it in the playoffs, run that shit back. Try again.
Yeah.
The Heat showed that. They went to the championship, lost, and then didn't do nearly as good last year. This year, they're looking like they're either going to make it... They're in the Eastern Conference Finals, or they're going to move up and play in the championship. You just run that shit back. Let your players develop. Don't panic at the fact that you had a bad year.
You know the problem? I think my problem with the Heat is I have never gave a single shit about Kyle Lowry.
That's fair.
I have never gave a shit about him because, I like Tyler Hero. I like Bam.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I not like him? I think it's because of Kyle Lowry.
That's a fair point.
I think I don't like all of them because of Kyle Lowry. And he's never done anything.
He's kind of boring.
He's really boring.
Yeah.
He's a chubby little guard.
Yeah.
He's
more known for being DeMar's younger brother. Not literally.
And I love that little friendship that they have.
But he's also the next thing he's known for is having a fat ass. And then he's known for being a point
guard. And a fat ass it is. My God, he just seems like Chris Paul's stunt double. I don't know, and I've never gave a shit about that. I've always liked Chris Paul. I don't know. It's part of Lob City. That's really all I need to say. That's why I'll forever love DeAndre Jordan, even though I have no idea where the fuck he... Not that I know where every NBA player is right now.
Nets. I believe he's on the Nets playing 0 minutes.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be exciting your whole career, because, like, I get it. Vince Carter, before he retired, he wasn't exciting for, like, 40 years, but I love the dude to death.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't have to always be exciting, but I want you to do something exciting. Like, Chris Paul dunked on Dwight Howard before it was popular.
Yeah.
So, I mean, goddamn. I mean, some cool shit that's happened, but Kyle Lowry has never done a single fucking thing.
I don't even know if he's ever hit, like, a game winner. Like, I can't think of a game winner he's hit. It's always been DeMar.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's hitting a game winner when you jump this high off the fucking ground? He got blocked by Kevin Hart.
He did.
Holy shit, he got... I mean, Kevin Hart, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I was Kevin Hart, I would never shut up about that. I would talk about that all the fucking time.
You know why he doesn't? Because he blocked Kyle Lowry.
It's unimpressive.
Yeah. Not like he blocked Jimmy Butler or even Chris Paul. Like, he blocked Kyle Lowry. People are like, yeah, you should.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can jump 6 inches off the ground. You should be able to block Kyle Lowry. Oh, man. That's a shitty name anyways, Kyle.
We're like Patrick Beverly.
For Kyle.
For Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, that's one of those names that just, like, suck to where you have to say their full name.
Oh, yeah.
You can't just call him Kyle. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have been wildly disrespecting him for the past couple minutes, but, like, I'm not just going to sit here and call him Kyle.
Nah.
Like, I'm not going to call Chris Paul Christopher. Christopher. Man. I would love to be a reporter that hits them with just their first names. Like, hey, Willie, good game. You're like, what the fuck did you just call me? Well, that's your first name, right? Yeah, I think the NBA is doing pretty good.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this Game 7.
Yeah. Well, you guys already know what happened. Yeah.
So you're taking Celtics, I'm taking Heat.
Yeah, and I think the Celtics are the favorites to win. Even right now, even after Jimmy Butler pretty much just poured his heart and soul and everything else into that last game, I don't know. I don't think they got it.
I just think they match up better. I know that doesn't always... It's obviously in Game 7, so it's not showing that they're just the better team. But I think they do match up better.
I wonder how that's going to... Either team. I think that's still going to be rough in the finals because, like, what do? Do you have fucking Kyle guarding Steph Curry? It
is better than it probably looks. Like, he is the...
He's probably already winded thinking about it. I mean, fuck, in all fairness, I'd be winded thinking about it. Like,
yeah.
I've had a lot of bad days at work, but I've never been told I'm guarding Steph Curry to secure my paycheck.
That's a bad day.
That's a bad fucking day. Like, that's if that wasn't before, that's my last day at work. If somebody's like, hey, if you want to make a check next week, you're going to have to guard Steph Curry today. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. The Heat is probably better defensively. But then,
like... Bam.
Yeah, Bam, I think.
Bam. Jimmy's a solid defender.
Yeah. But I was thinking, like, Marcus Smart, your guard being your best defensive player is probably
Well, Jason Tatum, he's pretty solid all around. Al Horford, if he can catch you, he's got you.
Horford versus Draymond going to be ugly.
I know, that's why I was like, when Giannis yammed on Al Horford and Al Horford gave him a mean mug, I was like... Yeah, do you realize how far behind Al Horford was when he gave him that mean mug?
Yeah.
Giannis was already down the court, and Al Horford was like...
He was just trying to see him.
Yeah, he's like, God damn. Dude was running full sprint. He's like, holy shit. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited either way, but I think it's Celtics winning tonight. Steph Curry's got Finals MVP on lock. I think either way, whoever wins it in the East, I think Steph Curry's got that shit on lock for his 4th title.
That's right.
That's right.
He's in his 4th chip. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah. I was hoping we could end the episode on you going, and I am fucking pissed.
I fucking hate that.
I always want you to be pissed off because I know you're going to deliver it the same way you do if you're, like, mildly happy about something. You're like, and I am furious.
I fucking can't stand it.
Yeah. Like, you know what? I'm furious.
I'm having the worst day. And that's been Jammin.
Yeah.